Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a game called Rogue Genesia on the Steam Deck. Now this game was in early access and it just hit version 1.0 and I wanted to see how well it runs on the OLED Steam Deck. It's a roguelike bullet heaven and you know I'm a sucker for those. It has a ton of enemies, powerful upgrades and an insane amount of chaos on the screen. So how does it perform? Let's jump right in. Now, if you're new to Rogue Genesia, it's all about surviving waves of enemies while upgrading your weapons and abilities. You'll battle through randomly generated stages, collecting relics, and evolving your arsenal to mow down thousands of enemies at once. The 1.0 update brings new bosses, weapons, and balance tweaks, making the game more refined than ever. And if you enjoy games like Vampire Survivors or Soulstone Survivors or any of the other countless of bullet heaven games that I've covered and that you've seen pop up, this one will feel right at home. Now let's check out performance on the Steam Deck. Starting with the lowest settings with no FPS cap, Rogue Genesia runs at just under 90 FPS on the OLED. The game feels super smooth and the action never slows down, even with a lot of enemies on the screen. However, the battery drains pretty fast, lasting about 2 hours and 45 minutes before the deck taps out. Now bumping up to medium settings, we can see an average of about 70 FPS. Performance is still solid, but battery life drops slightly to around 2 hours and 30 minutes. And if you prefer better visuals over max FPS, this is a decent option to choose. Now at the highest settings, the frame rate sits between 55 and 60 FPS, not quite getting that 60 locked. The game still plays very well, but with more on-screen effects, you may notice slight dips when things get hectic. Battery life remains the same as medium, around 2 hours and 30 minutes. Now, if you cap the FPS to 60 while staying on the lowest settings, you get a smoother power draw and extend battery life to about 3 hours and 15 minutes. I think this is a great balance between performance and battery life, and it's what I would usually choose to play with. Now, if you really want to maximize battery life, you can cap it to 30 FPS on the lowest settings, and that will push playtime to almost 5 hours. The trade-off is that the game feels noticeably less smooth, but for longer play sessions, this could be worth it to somebody out there. Now let's talk controls. The game has full controller support, which is great for handheld play. However, navigating the menus feels a bit clunky, making some UI interactions slower than they should be. Once your in-game movement and attacks feel responsive and fluid, but UI, it needs a bit more work. And it's not just about the control. Sometimes you kind of can't tell which way you're pointing. I think it was designed to be used with a mouse. It can still be used, but it's definitely not great. By the way, did you know that 3.2% of you watching are subscribed? That's like trying to survive a wave with only one relic equipped. Why would you do that? If you enjoy these Steam Deck performance videos, hit the subscribe button, and while you're there, hit the notification bell as well. That will help you stay up to date with all of the videos, and it helps the channel a ton. So is Rogue Genesia worth playing on the Steam Deck? Absolutely. It's a great fit for handheld gaming with tons of replayability, fast-paced combat, and smooth performance even at high FPS. The best settings depend on your playstyle. If you want pure performance, go with low settings and cap. If you want the best battery life, go with low settings with a 30 FPS cap. And if you want a balance, low setting at 60 FPS is the way to go. The only downside, menu navigation could be better, but it's a small trade-off for an otherwise fantastic game. If you love roguelikes with massive enemy waves and crazy power-ups, this is one of the best games to play on the Steam Deck right now. Thanks for watching this video. If it helped you out, give it a like and subscribe for more Steam Deck content. Let me know in the comments what game I should test next, and I'll see you guys in the next video.